Hello and welcome to our vagal breathing practice. My name is Kelly and I'm going to be guiding you through a 4-part breathing practice that is going to invite you into a space of safety and connection. And this is one that you could reach for when you're feeling quite overwhelmed or disconnected. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. This one I encourage you to be seated for. And when you're ready, just close down the eyes. So just give yourself a few moments to land here in your body and in your space. And as you do that, you might like to notice how you're feeling at the beginning of our practice. And if it helps you to stay connected and to become connected, you are welcome to place your hands on your tummy. So that in part 1 of this practice, you can actually feel your breath creating movement down low in the body. So as you breathe naturally, see if you can maybe lengthen that so that the movement is felt down in your belly. For now, we're just taking breath in through the nose and gently out through the mouth. But we're aiming for that depth in your breath. And this depth comes not through force, but through intention. So if you become distracted, place the hand back down on the tummy. See if you can make that connection with the depth in your breath again. And then with intention and focus on your breath out, we're going to make that breath out a little bit more audible for part 2 of this practice. So take your breath in through your nose, and this time as you exhale through your mouth, a gentle making the sound that you would make to mist up your glasses. So we take breath in through the nose. We exhale, we make an audible sound through the mouth. Both making this sound and hearing this sound is what creates this relaxation through the mind, through the nervous system. If your mind wanders, bring your hands back to your stomach so that you have that connection with where you are. You have somewhere to focus your awareness on the depth in your breath, on that audible sound out. And then continue like that, but for part 3, we're going to insert a pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. So we take our breath in and we pause. We exhale. And we pause just for a moment at the bottom. Still focusing on that depth of breath. Still including that audible sound out, but pausing at the top and the bottom. See if there's any softening down that could take place here through the shoulders. Perhaps see if any of your weight can be given down into your hips, into your chair. And then the final part of this practice is continuing just like that, but gently opening your eyes and allowing your gaze to fall just on the ground in front of you, so that we can practice being in this state of relaxation whilst allowing a little bit of the outside world in. So take a few more rounds, your breath in, that depth of breath, that pause, that audible sound, that pause at the bottom. Take one more round just like that. And then let all of that go. Close down the eyes. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now. If you feel more present in yourself, let that be registered in your system. If you feel more steady, more grounded, even more interested, let that be registered in your system. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. What a beautiful gesture to offer yourself. And I hope that you'll return to this anytime you feel disconnected. This is one that I reach for when I can't get back to sleep at night. So this is here for you when you need to come back to presence, to safety and connection.